Well, I'm glad you're here. We desperately need young, healthy adults like yourself to sign up for Obamacare to make the numbers work.
Okay.
All right, so you're 27, don't smoke, no kids, and you make $35,000 a year.
That's me.
All right. Your premium annually will be $51.
What? Thank you. Yeah. All right.
Okay. Under Obamacare, annually means weekly, so it will be $2,657.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Studies show that tricking people into how much they're going to pay helps keep Obamacare really popular.
Those were studies?
Yeah. $20 million annually.
Okay, look, $2,700 is a lot of money. What, do I have options?
Well, I mean, if you don't buy the mandatory insurance, you will have to pay a fine.
What's the fine?
$95 a week.
Oh, jeez. That is a lot of, wait a minute. Under Obamacare, what does a week mean?
Annually.
Oh, okay. So it's $2,700 or $95.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a backwards way of looking at it, but yeah.
So why wouldn't I just pay the penalty?
Why would you ask me that?
All right.
Just sign up for the plan. All the insurance companies love it. I mean, isn't that good enough for you?
Thank you for this information. But who can I pay the $95 to?
I really need you to work with me on this, okay? Otherwise, the whole house of cards comes tumbling down.
Look, I'm sorry, man, but $2,700 is a lot of money. I'm 27, okay? That's like $1 million to me.
Okay, but before you make any rash decisions you might regret later, we have on staff some Obamacare advisors who might help guide young people like you through making a difficult decision.
Hello, I am a doctor, and I hate to break this to you, but you have cancer chin.
What?
Yeah, the shape of your chin indicates that you're at a higher risk of cancer than the rest of us, which won't be a problem when you have coverage.
It seems like you're just trying to intimidate me into getting coverage.
He's on to us. Move on, move on, move on, move on, move on.
This is Barbara. She's got AIDS. Oh, Barbara, you just coughed AIDS over Mr. Lowry, but that's okay, because we cover pre-existing conditions.
You can't get AIDS from being coughed on.
What?
Okay, this isn't going well, which is why we have our final Affordable Care Act outreach advisor, Hammer.
Okay.
Tell us, Hammer, what is it you tell the young folks?
People of all ages can get sick. Like this one guy I knew who came down with a bad case of being thrown down an elevator shaft by me disease.
You know what? $2,657, that seems like a deal.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Let's do it.
Oh, sights down.
of A with Brian Sack.
Good evening and welcome to the BS of A. I'm your host, Brian Sack. Republicans and Democrats are still unable to agree on whether or not water is wet. But first, sources close to CNN say that network president Jeff Zucker is actively seeking to move or replace controversial host Piers Morgan. Piers, are you worried?
No, of course I'm not. I'm brilliant. I've enjoyed a fantastic education. I'm knowledgeable. I'm driven. These are all qualities management in any industry, not just television, is looking for, you insufferable ponce.
Okay, I feel like you just insulted me.
I proposed an idea. If you disagree, say so and we can discuss. You're not charismatic. Your thoughts?
Okay, you definitely insulted me. All right, why do you think you haven't connected with the larger American public?
The fat pigs.
What?
75% of you are very large and very fat people, and you're crazy with your guns.
Okay, see, that's what I'm talking about. I feel like Americans react poorly when someone comes across as with this posh abrasiveness.
Oh, in a recent survey of the most beloved public figures in America, I was ahead of superstar athlete O.J. Simpson and sexy mom Casey Anthony and coaching legend Jerry Sandusky and noted pervert Matt Fisher.
What did I do?
You come across as the opposite of Hugh Grant.
Oh, someone who avoids black prostitutes? Thank you.
No. People see you as smug and condescending and not some charming Brit who overacts with his eyes.
Oh, dumb people see me as smug and condescending Brit? Sure. The Philistines. Are you going to ask me what Philistines means?
No, I know what it means.
Oh, well, very good, Brian. Harbor, go save us.
Okay, I'm going to assume that Harbingo Savis is not a word.
Perhaps Harbingo Savis is a big word that only smart people know.
Harbingo Savis is not a word.
Fair enough. Okay. It's not like you people invented the language.
All right, let's get back to what I was saying. I mean, you don't seem to have clicked with Americans. When the news broke, we went to Twitter, and this is the word cloud that all the tweets generated.
Oh. I take hooray to mean that they'd be happy for someone of my pedigree to conquer another career.
Oh, conquer, that's interesting. All right, let's role play for a second. Let's say your next job is that of a pilot. What do you say as you're taxiing down the runway?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Captain Piers Morgan speaking. Do not make direct eye contact with me, even if I'm in the lavatory with you.
Jackass. Okay, what about a waiter?
Hello, I'm Piers, and I'll be serving you this evening. Now get out of your seat and go get me a Perrier.
Great tip coming from that. What if you were filling in for my show?
Okay. Good evening, and welcome to BS of A. I'm Piers Morgan, filling in for Brian Sack, who is an insufferable ponce.
We'll be right back.
How did I do?
Exactly as I imagined.
But was it good? No. Please. I'll take anything. I'll do panel.
I'm sorry, I'm looking for a taxi.
I am a taxi, a libertarian taxi.
You're not yellow,
Exactly. I choose not to be yellow.
and you don't have a medallion.
Don't need a medallion to be a libertarian taxi. Get in.
Okay.
All right. Where to?
48th and 2nd, please.
You betcha. And where on earth would that be?
Seriously, that's like basic level taxi stuff. You have to know where that is.
Well, testing creates barriers to entry. Like I need the government telling me which streets I need to know.
Okay, but as a customer, I need you to know where you're going.
Oh, absolutely. And then I will lose business to people who know how to drive better than me.
Yep, but that hurts you.
Yeah, exactly. That's the beauty of the free market system. The best and brightest rise to the top.
All right, just go up 10th to 48th and then take a right.
You don't have to buckle your seatbelt, by the way. Your choice.
Great. Should I assume you're going to follow the traffic laws?
Grudgingly.
You know, it's kind of nice without the partition.
Isn't it? That thing takes up so much leg room. Cigarette?
In a taxi?
I dictate what's allowed in my place of business.
Well, that's kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah, cigarette.
Yeah, you know what? Why not?
All right, that's the spirit.
Thank you. Do you have a lighter?
Yes, I do. I earned the money it took to buy one. Do you have a lighter?
I don't have a lighter. Can I borrow yours?
Yeah, lesson learned.
Thank you.
Sweat. Here you go.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, that'll be $88.
What?
$88 plus $10 for the ciggy.
$98? What are you talking? This is like a $11 taxi ride at best.
I believe I'll charge what I think the market can bear.
The market can't bear a $98 cab ride.
Then I will be priced out of the market by people who charge less than me, and I'll adjust my prices accordingly.
Okay. I'm not paying that.
Well, then I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to involve the Libertarian police. Excuse me, officer.
Yellow?
I'm having trouble with a customer who won't pay.
Do you subscribe to town's police department?
No, I do not.
Sorry, dude. Can't help you.
More power to you. All right, sir. You've exercised your rights well. Farewell.
Welcome back. I'm joined today by 3 experts to discuss the issues of the day that are of interest to me. My first guest is the owner and operator of a Downmarket haunted house in Columbus, Ohio. Please welcome Harvey Napier.
Thank you so much for having me. Halloween Spooktacular on Route 9. Come on out. The fire marshal is temporarily off my back, so we're going to sneak as many people through as we can before he comes back through, and everybody has a real good time.
What is the scariest room in your Downmarket haunted house?
The asbestos room that he's got to be in his bonnet about. There's no sprinklers. There's one egress that has like a zombie hillbilly who's very asthmatic. Terry has a lot of, and he'll have like a waking sleep apnea sometimes. So It's not a great situation.
And
That's where you're going to feel the most physical danger.
And he's in the asbestos room.
Yeah. So that's not great for him.
No, it's not great for him.
Yeah, we pay him. And plus we do pizza every night, so he's fine.
Okay. My next guest is the owner of the Mattress Emporium in Wichita, Kansas. Please welcome Tom McNamara, a.k.a. the Mattress King of Wichita.
Oh, thanks for having me, and if I got a deal for you after we're done talking, come on down to the Emporium in Wichita.
Get a good deal on a mattress.
I'll set you up with my own stiffy.
What's a stiffy?
The stiffy is my patented blend of hard and soft fibers. It's the perfect amount of stiff to get a good rest on.
All right. And my last guest spends his days scrubbing floors in zero-G and taking out the trash at warp speed. Please welcome Dash Galaxy, a space janitor.
No. I can't. I'm sorry, Brian. I can't do it. I can't. It's me, Anthony Atamanuik. I can't do Dash. I can't even actually say the name. I've already.
What do you mean you can't do Dash?
Well, I'm federally funded.
What?
Yeah.
You're federally funded?
So I'm part of the shutdown right now. So I'm actually. It's against the law for me to even perform the character.
Okay. All right. Whatever. Okay. Anyway, so let's talk about the news this week. In California, they made revenge porn illegal. You can no longer post pictures of your ex-girlfriend online and not be punished for it. So, Harvey, what do you think about that? How in the future are you going to get back at an ex?
Well, I'm glad you're asking me that today, Brian, because hopefully I'm not going to have to. Obviously, like you, I've made 30 or 40 grand off of revenge porn, and it's been great.
Wow.
It serves an emotional purpose and lines the pocket a little bit. But if I push came to shove, I would just invite her down to show her, be like, oh, this is my place, this is my small business. I want to show you, want you to meet the gang, and then just burn it to the ground.
No, so you
Route 9, spooktacular. There's no immediate plan to set it on fire, so you'll be fine in there.
How much are tickets?
Tickets are $16.65 for kids.
Why $16.65? Why?
That's the year that my forefathers came to this country and built the first haunted house.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was just mainly about women and non-whites.
Oh. All right, Tom?
Well, I think I found a loophole. Technically, they're not exes, right? If you just have your way with them for one night, that's okay, huh?
So you one night stand revenge.
Oh, yeah, no, for years for my commercials, my whole plan in Wichita was to get sexy local girls on the mattresses. And then, they talk about, oh, this is my stiffy. And afterwards, we keep the cameras rolling a little bit. I come in, use my celebrity and have a little fun under the sun, if you know what I mean.
So you seduce people.
That's what I call a pillow top, right?
Wow.
And so I was thinking, a little more edgy. I'd get that stuff out there, but technically I never entered into a relationship with any of them, so
interesting.
we're just fine.
Dash.
No.
Oh God.
If I had nude pictures of my girlfriend, I would sell them to the highest bidder.
Okay.
And hopefully maybe sell her into Saudi sex slavery.
I'll bid on that.
Yeah, because there's a lot of good. And I'm serious. If I could do that to someone I loved, I would.
You would?
Yeah, absolutely. Because you can always find another person. People are just flesh bags with no real,
Who's saying this, Dash Galaxy or Anthony?
No, this is me, Anthony Atamanuik.
You're just saying people are flesh bags.
Yeah.
You'd be great in a spooktacular. If you need to pick up spare change, you can come just explain that to people.
I'd love it more if there were some teens there.
I've been telling everybody that people are flesh bags for years. That's why you need a nice, firm, supportive surface to sleep on.
Because of the shutdown, there's no under-the-table sponsor this week, but there are plenty of opportunities available in upcoming episodes. So if you have a few $100 and would like to be an under-the-table sponsor, email us at sponsorthebsofa@theblaze.com. And since we normally plug something here, we're plugging our hilarious book, The United States versus Santa Claus, which comes out a month from today. You can pre-order your copy at Amazon.com right now. We'll be right back. So you're just gonna last through the whole show? You're just Anthony. You're not Dash.
Yeah. Do you follow current events?
Hey, Carol.
Hey, Elliot, what's up?
Listen, I don't want to come down on you or anything, but your entire department has failed to give me anything this week.
The thing is they all got together for a party to watch the season finale of Breaking Bad.
Okay.
And I didn't go because I don't watch the show. But they each brought a special food item, and
Sure.
Andrea brought Heisenberg-shaped cookies, and Jane bought little blue rock candy, and Drew brought meth.
What?
Crystal meth. They thought it would be a cute, fun way to get into the mood for the show, and so, now they're all meth heads.
Oh my God.
I know, they're super into it. It's so annoying. They're just as pushy about the meth as they are about the actual TV show Breaking Bad.
Cal! Cal, it's Drew here!
Hey, Drew.
You gotta try meth. It's so good.
I know, you keep saying that.
Cal, it's Drew again!
Hey, Drew.
It starts out slow, but then it gets so addictive.
No, it's literally addictive.
Elliot, it's not worth it. They're obsessed, okay?
No, they're not obsessed. They're physiologically addicted to the drugs.
I know, tell me about it, right? Christian, he said, I'm behind on my meth. And he went home, turned on Netflix, and he smoked 6 seasons worth in 1 week.
So I assume he's at home today, kicking back.
He's dead.
What? That's horrible.
Well, that's not that bad. What's bad is I'm wondering if you can pay AMC this month.
AMC, the channel that makes Breaking Bad.
No. Ass-tacular MC. He's our dealer. That's funny. I never made that connection, though.
Okay, maybe it's because you're smoking meth and there's a hole in your brain now.
I bet you're right.
Anyway, I felt so bad about it, but I've been getting my meth through piracy.
Like downloading?
No. Literal piracy. I rob people at gunpoint for meth money. It's so much fun.
Okay, this is ridiculous. If you idiots thought it was a good idea to do crystal meth at a TV finale party, you were obviously way too addicted to a TV show.
Yeah.
And you, Carol, are not addicted enough. Breaking Bad is fantastic television. It's so good.
Yeah, but I only like singing competition shows.
Okay. That's the last straw. You're all fired.
What? You can't fire all of us. How are you going to run this accounting business?
I'm not in the accounting business. I'm in the empire business. It's a Breaking Bad reference.
I just told you that I don't watch the show.
I don't.
Okay, good. We get it. We get it. We get it. We get the reference.
This Monday, with the government shutdown looming, I decided to send our own Anthony Atamanuik out onto the streets of New York to see how people were feeling about the pending crisis. Take it away, Anthony.
So it looks like the government's shutting down this week. How will that affect you?
I don't think it will affect me at all.
I don't think it'll affect me at all, actually. It probably won't affect me.
It doesn't really affect me.
Having the government shut down is like a teenager whose parents have gone on a trip. So what's the crazy thing that you'll do now that the government isn't watching you?
The government's always watching.
I guess I'll start downloading music illegally again.
Drive without a license.
I guess we could go graffiti the Mint.
Oh, the place where they make the money? Very good. Party later tonight?
Yeah.
What's the theme gonna be?
Mexican theme.
Mexican theme? Why? Because of rampant immigration? Do you mean like a day worker party where you're going to invite people from like Home Depots to come eat at your house? What will you miss most about the government now that it's gone?
The control and the rules.
What's your favorite rule?
No drinking until you're 21.
It'll just be like drunk 12-year-old?
Yeah.
How would you manage a drunk 12-year-old?
I don't know.
Go out and party with them. The answer is go out and party with them. What will you miss most about the government?
Absolutely nothing. Well, although they were fun for comedy shows, I have to say.
The Liberty Bell will be shut down for visitors to be able to come and see for a little while.
They shouldn't have it open anyway. It's cracked. How can the country save money?
By not spending it on stupid things.
Like, what's a stupid thing they spend it on?
Government spends on?
You're not going to finish that sentence. You're just going to say that. You're just going to say the government spends on and on and on and on. You ever hear that? Big wheel keep on turning?
Yeah, I know.
Big wheel keep on turning.
Proud. I don't have a good voice.
Rolling.
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 Rolling on a river.
Doot.
Doot, 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 doot. But I'm Ike, so now I have to beat you because you're Tina. Much of the shutdown is centered around the defunding of Obamacare. But if Obamacare is off the table, what would be the one thing that you could cut? Where would you cut?
Military spending.
I would have gone for children's services because they don't know. If there are a post-apocalyptic landscape after tomorrow because of the shutdown, will there be roving bands of marauders or will there be wandering bands of looters?
Roving bands of marauders.
Looters.
Looters. The first one.
Roving bands of marauders?
Probably marauders over looters.
Wandering bands of marauders.
I think the marauders and the looters will sign a treaty and will probably hook up together.
Wandering looters. Definitely.
That's what I think too.
I know.
Do you think there'll be a Thunderdome? What family member would you fight in the Thunderdome that you knew you could defeat for food? I always go for grandma because they're the weakest.
My stepfather.
Your stepfather? Why?
Because I know I could take him out.
A drunk 12-year-old?
Very good. If you had to wear the skin of someone else in order to hide in a pile of dead bodies so that nobody picked you up and sold you for meat, What celebrity skin would you want to wear on your face?
Rush Limbaugh, I'd have a lot of room.
Steve Buscemi.
Very good. Because it's stretchable?
Yeah.
If the Congress is like a carnival, who is the bearded lady?
Obama.
Who would be the person who can stab a railroad spike down their throat?
Pelosi.
Cool. Well, Brian, most people don't know what the government does, and they don't care if it shuts down. And that certainly relieves me to know that there won't be widespread panic, since nobody seems to know what's going on. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Anthony.
You're welcome.
You're Dash.
Yeah.
Okay, Harvey, Tom, and Dash. Hey. Let's talk about this week, this huge launch on the internet, the servers not working, people not being able to access Grand Theft Auto Online. Terrible. Harvey?
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to do on Grand Theft Auto Online?
Well, I'm always looking for new ways to scare kids, so Grand Theft Auto Online is a great sort of test bed. What I do is I get online, I get with some kids, and I'm like, hey, let's do some crimes. And then while we're robbing things, I just start telling them, like, look, your education, you're getting a substandard education. The globe is in a knowledge economy now, and America does not compete in that way. We're an industrial manufacturing power. Your parents act as authority figures when they really don't know anything more about living life than you do, and in fact, they're increasingly panicked about their own mortality. And then, you're going to live your life as America spirals down from being, number one, to being like an upper third kind of country where people live increasingly desperate lives.
Do you find yourself invited to be in a lot of crews?
Usually I just get punched to death.
Okay.
But, that's not a bad sign.
Tom, what about you? What's your favorite thing to do on Grand Theft Auto Online?
Well, more than saving money, what I really like to do online is collect all the bodies, dead bodies, and got a big pile of dead bodies, and then I'll just curl up on top of that. That's the perfect sleep you want. That's the right amount of stiffness and give.
Dead bodies?
Yep, big pile of dead bodies.
Wow. Dash?
Brian, it's
what?
Anthony. So.
It's supposed. I mean, okay, okay, Anthony.
But I can tell you, I love. Wait. Oh.
What?
What was the question, Brian? It's me, Dash, Space Janitor.
Now, at the end of the show?
Yeah, the shutdown's over, so.
That's great. Your timing's excellent.
Well, let me tell you, I don't play Grand Theft Auto, but I play Grand Theft Spaceship. And when I'm on it, I clean the decks.
That's great. I wish you could have done this earlier in the show. All right, that's all the time we have for this week's BS of A. Join us next week for a brand new episode. Like us on Facebook, love us on Twitter, spread the word on YouTube. And if you're in Florida or Ohio, come see us, Jeffy, and Stu Burberry in our live comedy stage show, Laughing at Glenn Beck. Tickets are on sale now at theblaze.com/comedy. Thank you, and good night, America. So you could have done this maybe the last hour.
Instead of garbage cans, we just have tiny wormholes where you put your refuse.
Man, this is great.
Great. That's funny. I wish we had more of that.
I cleaned up a spill on the moon.
How did it spill?
How did it spill? Slowly.
Sights down.